Hello music class, I'm Mr. F, and this is your first recorder lesson. Let's get started. Let's take a look at the different parts of the recorder. The recorder has three main parts. The head joint, which has the mouthpiece where the air goes in, and something called the window. It has the body, which has tone holes, or finger holes, sometimes they're called. There's also one on the back. And it has something called the foot joint. Now some recorders come apart in three different pieces. The head joint, the body, and the foot joint are actually three different pieces that you can take apart. Now this recorder that I have in my hands doesn't have three different parts. It's just all one piece. And yours might be the same as mine. If it's not, and you need to know how to put it together, you simply just put the head joint into the body and the foot joint at the bottom side of it. It'll only go together one way. Now what's important is lining up the tone holes. Now you can see that at the bottom the foot joint is slightly turned, and that's because when we hold it, I'm going to hold it with our left hand on top, our right hand on bottom, and you can see because my pinky is short, it needs to be slightly turned toward my pinky. So if your recorder comes apart in three different pieces, you're going to put it together just like mine is, like this. Making sure that the window is all lined up with the tone holes, and then when we get down to the foot joint, it's a little bit of an angle to line up with your length of your pinky. The first thing to know about the recorder is that it's a wind instrument, which means that you need to use your breath to make a sound. Now what's important about the recorder is that it only needs a tiny bit of air to make sounds. The first mistakes that we usually make on the recorder is that we blow too hard into the instrument. And when you get it in your hands, you're going to be tempted to blow into it. So when we blow into this instrument, instead of blowing out a birthday candle or cooling off our food like this, with our cheeks getting all puffed up, we're going to use soft air, like the sound of the letter H. Or like warming up your hands. Or like fogging up a window when it's cold outside. Try that out. Put your hand right in front of your face. Use soft air like the sound of the letter H or trying to warm your hands. Do it with me. Ready, let's go. You can feel just a tiny bit of air coming out, and it's super, super soft. It's really important that when you play the recorder, you use that soft type of air. Now let me show you the difference between using forceful air, like blowing out a birthday candle, and soft air. First, I'll do the wrong way. Here it is.
Ow!
Sounds pretty bad. Now let's check out the soft air, the correct way. A nice and clear sound, and you don't hear any of that harsh, really high-pitched sounds on top of it. Now let's talk about holding the recorder. The main thing about holding the recorder is that our left hand needs to be on top. This is very important. Even if you're right-handed, I always tell my students, if you're right-handed, then you're lucky, because the right hand actually does the more difficult or challenging work. The left hand is the one that's going to be on top, and it's only going to cover a few of the holes on top. Our left pinky actually just floats in the air. So we're going to start with our left hand. We're going to take our first finger and our thumb, okay? Make an L so that you can read an L for left. Make sure that you have your left hand. You're going to go ahead and find the tone hole on the back, which is going to be our thumb hole. We're going to take our thumb and cover that hole completely. Go ahead and take a look at it and make sure that your thumb is covering the hole so that no air could leak out of it. Then we're going to take our first finger and we're going to cover the first hole. We're going to start with this pinch. It's almost like you're making the symbol for OK. But we're going to use the pads of our fingers here instead of our fingertips. It's a little bit more tricky to use our fingertips when we're first starting out. So I like to start with our pads of our fingers because it's much easier to cover the holes and make sure they're covered completely. So we're going to start with our OK, with our left hand pinching. Now, just to get settled in, our right hand is going to support the recorder on the back with our right thumb. We're just going to place it on the body, not on the foot joint, not up here on the head joint, but on the body below where our left hand is. Then we're going to take our other fingers of our left hand and find the second hole and the third hole. Go ahead and take a look at them. Make sure the holes are covered up completely. We don't want any leaks from our recorder. Now with our right hand, we can cover up the rest of the holes. You're going to use all 5 of your fingers on the recorder of your right hand. Your left hand is going to have your pinky up like you're drinking a fancy tea. Pinkies are up. This is all the fingers on the recorder. This is every single finger that you would use. We're going to start off really simple by taking off most of our fingers and just starting with that pinch position that we talked about. The OK position with our thumb and our first finger covering the back hole and the first hole on the front. This is going to make a sound called B. This is the pitch B. Now before we make our sound, we need to practice our soft air. And the easiest way to do this is you're going to take a very soft T sound, like t, 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 t. Do it with me. T, 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 t. And I want you to put your hand in front of your face while you do it. Do you feel that tiny puff of air? That's all the air that we're going to need. And if you notice my cheeks do not puff up when I make that sound. T, 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 t. My cheeks stay in because I'm not actually blowing air. I'm just starting with t, t, and letting my stomach control my airflow pushing out. Very softly. Now let's try it with the recorder. We're going to take our first finger, our thumb, going to make sure that we have that pinch and that the holes are completely covered. This is very important. If there's any air leaking out, it's not going to make the right sound. Now, how we hold our recorder on our face is the mouthpiece, or sometimes we call this the beak. Notice how it's curved. This part right here at the tip of the mouthpiece or the beak is going to sit on your bottom lip. Now your top lip can come and make contact to form a seal around that opening. And you're going to make that same exact sound, that t, t, t sound. Support your recorder in the back. Right thumb, cover up back hole, first hole. T, t. Try it with me. And stop. Awesome job. So you might be making a great sound, you might not. If you're making a sound that has all of those high-pitched, really piercing sounds on top, like this, then you're just blowing too hard, and that's a really easy thing to fix. You just want to back off on your air and make sure that it's very soft, like the sound of the letter H, or that really soft T sound. T, t, t. I like to pretend that I'm playing for a sleeping baby, and I'm trying to play as softly as I possibly can so that I don't wake the baby up. Let's try it again. Thumb hole covered on the back, first hole on the front, softest T sound. T, 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 and stop. Awesome job. If you're getting a better sound out of it, that's great. If you're not, go ahead and rewind the video and practice over and over again until you're matching the right sound. Again, it's all about the airflow. Now, another mistake that you could be making is maybe you're not covering up the holes completely, and that will change the sound. So, if I'm sort of covering this hole, but there's a little leak, let me show you the difference in the sound. It's going to sound like this. Notice that's different than this sound when it's covered completely. It's a completely different pitch, so you want to make sure that there's no leaks. And if I press really hard on my fingers here, you'll notice that you see complete circles around my fingers. Here you'll see a complete circle around this finger, and here you'll see a complete circle around this finger. Both of them have a complete circle because I am covering up all of the circle. Let's try it one more time. Thumb covering the back hole, first finger covering the first hole. Make sure they're covered completely. Softest T sound. Pretend like you're playing for a sleeping baby. Ready, let's go. And stop. Awesome job. That's your first sound on the recorder. If you're getting a good sound out of it, that's great. If not, go ahead and rewind and try again and keep playing. Keep trying until you get that good sound. After you finish with this video, go ahead and go to the next video for the play along. You're going to play along with that one note B in different patterns with different rhythms. Play along with the video and I'll see you in the next one.